Jumbotrons and Lynyrd Skynyrd. These are two of the issues facing the brand new mayor of suburban Orland Park. Mayor Jim Dodge took over from controversial Republican Keith Pekow and says he has quite a cleanup project on his hands, starting with a massive concert band shell Pekow authorized in the town's Centennial Park that is spending $300,000 to host Lynyrd Skynyrd. Tonight, Dodge and village trustees voted down Pekow's plan to spend $700,000 on Jumbotrons. We sat down earlier today with Dodge at Orland Park's Blissful Banana Cafe.
I couldn't cancel the Lynyrd Skynyrd concert, so we're going to let it run for this year, this concert season in 25. But there was also some other expenditures that we're not going to allow. We are not doing nearly $700,000 worth of infrastructure work for a Jumbotron. We're just not doing it. We'll find a rental solution to kind of do that. And in 26, we're going to fundamentally take a different look at how we use this differently. I want it to go back to be more like Ravinia than a paid concert venue with big bands.
So you might have residents that say, you know, but Orland Park, it'll put us on the map. Let's have a big concert venue. Let's have all these big acts come in here.
Yeah, too bad we lose so much money. This thing might lose as much as $600,000 this year. And we're a couple miles away from the Tinley Park facility. So Orland Park shouldn't be in the business of trying to compete with Live Nation or other types of entities like that. There's an appropriate level of band and entertainment and cost that we could do to make this work. And it's in the middle of a neighborhood, so we want to be careful about the impact on the neighbors.
Let me ask you about public safety, because this was another part of your campaign. You wanted to change the schedules for cops. So how is that going now?
Well, we've had some conversations with the police and the police sergeants. And we're looking closely at how to implement 3 12-hour shifts, because that's a big issue for our police officers. Quality of life, recruiting, just all those things that they wanted. So we're in process to talk it through with the unions and hopefully get it adopted. We think we can get that done this year.
What is the overall fiscal condition of the community, and what is that going to mean in terms of your policies? Is it going to mean there's going to need to be some kind of tax hikes, property tax hikes, to make ends meet?
We're going to go, so on the property tax hikes, we're going to go out of our way to make sure we don't do property tax hikes. Nobody in Orland Park feels undertaxed, just as a general rule. But with everything going on with the state, we have to take a close look at the grocery tax. And the previous board rolled in a utilities tax. So we're going to try to reduce our costs while we keep the services that people want, and that's the critical distinction. What are they paying and what are they getting? And then try and balance out that tax load, because Orland Park just got recently hit with the reassessment. So many tax bills jumped by double-digit percentages, and that hurt.
A lot of people might not know that Orland Park is on the southern border of Cook County. Will County's on the other side. Does that present a challenge for businesses that might see greener pastures on the other side?
Yeah, it's interesting. So we go out of our way to work with realtors to try and make sure that Orland Park's story is told, right? What's the narrative on moving to Orland Park? Great schools, good community, safe community, all those things. It's the businesses that focus a lot on Will County. So yeah, we got 2 borders with Will County, so that matters. If you're a suburban Cook County community and you're near one of the collar counties, you are at a strategic competitive disadvantage for taxes on businesses. Residential is not that differential, so we think we've got a better service level for the money you pay between the municipality and the schools in Orland Park. But if you could move your restaurant 2 miles down the road and save $50,000 a year in property taxes, you're going to take a close look at that. So that impacts our development.
As you know, the Illinois General Assembly was considering a major transit overhaul. It failed. Orland Park obviously is served by Metro. What is your view of this situation as mayor?
Well, I think that they're going to have to fix this sooner or later, right? Because the Southwest comes right through town. Many people in Orland, I used to take the Rock Island, which kind of runs over in Tinley, so it's easy to get to. Being able to get Orland families and workers into the downtown central business district for employment matters a lot to the health of the community. And you see the pace buses running up and down here on LaGrange Road. So this is a big issue. So I hope the state legislature and all of the agencies can figure this out so it's fairer, it's better funded, and really actually delivers value.
$300,000 for Lynyrd Skynyrd, and none of the original members are even around anymore. Anyway, up next, a conversation with political commentator David French about the Democrats' man problem.